Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the real world. Tina, it's nice to be with you for a few days.
Yeah, so nice after the holiday.
Definitely. So we're going to talk about something really cool right now. Not only will we be able to buy unique gifts from around the world, along with local creations, but at an upcoming holiday bazaar, you'll also be able to enjoy food from other countries. And even better, all of this helps several nonprofits.
Oh, I heard food. Isla Abernathy and Myra Guillen-Vargas are here to tell us all about the St. Michael and All Angels International Holiday Bazaar coming up this weekend. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
It's our pleasure.
Now, I know we have so many things out here. I can't wait to get to all of them. But first, Isla, kind of tell me what makes this bazaar a little bit different from maybe any other holiday bazaar that's out there.
Well, first, the only vendors are small, socially committed nonprofit organizations. We give them free space, so they get to take all their money home. And apart from that, there are a few parish artists, and they give us a percentage of their proceeds. But everybody else, we want to promote the small projects, and this year they're ranging from small to somewhat grand. Like one of the new ones is the Humane Society of Southern Arizona, which is somewhat grand.
Wow. Well, and it's all for a good cause. So can you tell us about some of the groups that will be represented there?
Sure. I've just mentioned the Humane Society of Southern Arizona. This time, for the first time ever, we have 3 groups that help animals. Another one that I had never heard of before is Mostly Cockers and Palms. I love the name because it's mostly that, but they rescue any small breed. I had never heard of them, but it turns out one of our parishioners has 2 dogs from them that she is fostering and training after they get through their trauma that they experienced beforehand. I'm particularly in love with the arts, and Southwest Dance Theater will be joining us for the first time. And of course, Owl and Panther is really an arts project with very special clientele that Myra will be able to tell you about.
Yeah, Myra, do tell us a little bit more about Owl and Panther and what you have down there.
Well, Owl and Panther is formed by kids who are coming from Iraq, Ethiopia, and they come from harsh families that they are trying to be more into reading themselves and making sure that they can find out what is actually real people that are nice. They can open your doors, and art is one of the main things that they can express themselves and bring out a little bit of themselves, their culture, and also we've been helping them with expressing themselves with it.
And how did the name come along? Why was it called Owl and Panther?
The Owl and Panther came from a legend, a Cherokee legend. It's about 7 about animals, and the animals would have to stay awake for 7 nights. And unfortunately, only the owl and the panther were the ones that stayed up for the 7 nights. So they were given the gift to see through the darkness. So that's why it's called the Owl and the Panther, riding out of the darkness.
That's amazing. And you will be a part of the Holiday Bazaar.
Absolutely.
So people can come and see some of this, learn more, and purchase?
Absolutely. We have our cup, which is the Owl and Panther, has a little bit of our art in there. We have postcards that they have created themselves and with their art. We are also posted at the Museum of Arts, the downtown area, and we have our exhibit there. And it's going to be there until January 3rd.
Wow, well, it's amazing how art can make a difference in the life of so many people.
Absolutely.
And of course, along with art, there's music too, which is a form of art. So what is music while you shop? That's going to be a feature there, right?
Yes, the bazaar has been going on for several years. We used to try to have a formal concert. We were all too exhausted and nobody wanted to quit shopping. So now what we do is get very fine musicians who come in and play while people shop. And on Saturday, we'll be starting with Michael Leeming playing Celtic fireside pipes. Those are the quiet ones. They don't blast you out walking down the smoky glen the way Highland bagpipes would. And then some space around it. And then Tilahun Liban, who is from Ethiopia, will be playing music from Ethiopia. And we finish off with Mazekala, who's up there now on the screen. There's a gutsy group of women, and they let one man in, who, Mazekala means sun woman in one of the Balkan languages they sing in. They sing in 5 or 6 Balkan languages, Balkan traditional song, and it's a wonderful end to the first evening of the bazaar. They'll be on They'll start between 5:40 and 6 and 5:45 and 6 and run us about until closing.
Well, who doesn't like some gorgeous music while we shop? And so, Isla, before we run out of time, I want to make sure that we kind of get through everything you've brought because they're so beautiful. And each one is kind of from a different organization, right? What you've brought?
Yes.
So start here and kind of work your way across.
Okay, we're going to start with 10,000 villages. We have a small sampler here. With us during the bazaar, we will have over 500 items, 153 distinct pieces of work. We're the only place in Arizona where you can shop with 10,000 villages. They do fair traded crafts in 30 countries with 100 different arts groups. So you're supporting all of those countries. I was concerned we didn't have environmental groups this time, but we have lots of recycled stuff. These are recycled drink caps, and I think this hanging basket, which should be vertical like this, is probably from recycled plastics.
And I know before we came on camera, you were talking about this beautiful piece.
Oh, yes, now this is from St. Michael's Guatemala project. This is my own project. Before we reach there, I'm going to mention briefly African Education Fund will have baskets from Swaziland that are just wonderful. And this is a woman's we peel or blouse from the nearby area where we work. Exquisitely done. This one is probably 20 years old at least. These are hand woven on a backstrap loom, so nothing shows through.
Yes, and Isla, really quick before we get going, tell me a little bit about the rest of the things on this end of the table.
Okay, Just Coffee will be with us. So you may know the Café Justo. It is fair traded in Chiapas, roasted in agua prieta so people can earn a living in their own country. You can buy from many churches in town, but Just Coffee will be there to sell to you directly. It's wonderful coffee. And then at the very end, and they're bringing up another group they know that has Mata Ortiz pottery.
Oh my gosh, Isla, there are so many wonderful groups represented here for such a good cause. Thank you so much for bringing all these wonderful items and showing our viewers today.
Okay,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Let everybody
It's our
know how
pleasure.
they can attend this. The St. Michael's and All Angels International Holiday Bazaar takes place this Saturday from 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Wilmot Road and 5th Street. For more information, call 886-7292 or go online to smallangelstucson.org.